I'm built to win. Applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse. Mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie, I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running toes, they gon' take a few to lose. Built to win, applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse.
Welcome back to another episode of In the Red Corner. I know you were probably at home somewhere on Sunday at 7 saying, hey, I got my dinner, I got my notes, I got my comments ready, and I got Karen somewhere ready to talk about boots. Where's In the Red Corner? Sorry, y'all, we had to reschedule. You know, life be lifing. But just like some of your favorite boxers, we don't run away from the smoke. When we reschedule, we actually show up. So if you're here, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you're new, make sure you hit the subscribe button twice, share it with a friend, hit that like button also, light up the comment section 3 times, go to some old videos, light up those comment sections, because we probably said something that probably made you mad, but we also probably said something that helped you win a debate in the barbershop. But it depends on who your favorite fighter is. Now, if you got pillow fists, we're not going to talk about it just yet. But how you guys doing?
I'm doing good after that comment.
What's up,
What's up, Ty?
We know about your leg, man. It's cool. You can talk. Yeah, you here.
Man, I mean, I'm here, but yeah. No, I'm talking about the GOAT, all right?
Who, Fundora?
Sugar Shakur.
Okay, so with that being said, you know,
he put sugar on. Okay.
Yeah, we know what type of episode this gonna be. So if you already know what this episode gonna be, before we get into this first fight, before we get into our recaps, I want to give my shout out to Utah for when we do our up and coming fights. You predict, I would say your prediction rate at this point has got to be 99.1% correct.
98.
But with this
98.
first one, I don't know, man. This first one, Ricky, he called it spot on. And the clip that you put up, I mean, we got the short going around. You was like, a knockout in a ladies fight? And I was like, yep, sleep number 7. Said it with his chest. Too bad Badillo had to say it with her face. Because, boy, man, they had to stop this fight after the 7th round, man. Gabrielle Fundora successfully defended her undisputed flyweight championship against Marilyn Badillo, securing the 7th round TKO. And Ty, you called it. So what was your take when you seen that stoppage?
I knew it was going to happen. Too much pressure. Not enough experience on the other side. Too great of a fighter. I actually want to see her against better fighters, honestly. I want to see her move up in weight.
Ricky, how you feel?
I feel like that fight was good. I'm not gonna lie. Fedor definitely controlled the ring. Had a good pace, but it was nothing but Dillo. Like after the first round, she was good in the first round, how active she was, but you couldn't. I knew she couldn't maintain that throughout the fight. It got to a point that every time she looked up to throw a punch, she caught 5. So it was like no point. And I can understand her taking that TKO because it got to a certain point later in the fight that she couldn't get no punches off, and she can barely even clinch. So definitely, Fundora is definitely somebody to be reckoned with. I am ready to see her move up as well. My question, I know I got a question for Tal now. What weight class? Because it's at 112. So what weight class you want to see her go up? Just one
Well, she
more, just one
tall.
more pound up.
No, she tall. I think she go. I think she can go against So what's her name? Oh my gosh. MVP girl. What's
Serrano.
her name? Yeah, Serrano.
Oh, so you want her to go up to what's that? 126?
Yeah.
Dang, already?
Yeah.
So she gonna jump up from 112 to 126?
She's tall. She can put on that weight. She's not small.
So TR Brown is also at 126 too.
See, I don't want to see T.R. Brown lose. I like T.R. Brown.
You think she would lose to Fundora?
Like honesty.
Yeah.
Honestly, let's keep. I'm gonna put it in perspective. I can see her dominating several divisions until she get to 126. That's what I think it's going to be troubling. Um, her being Serrano, I don't know. I can't
I
see it.
want
I
to see
can't
it
see
though.
it the same way you see it.
I want to see it
I
because
want to see it.
me,
I definitely want to see it.
I think she's the next in line when it comes to women's boxing.
Serrano or Fundora?
Fundora.
Okay.
Fundora, yeah,
Wanted to
no,
make sure.
yeah, she's definitely the next face of women's boxing. I definitely want to see her up there, but I don't want her to just jump into 126 though. I go to like 120, 22 or something, and beat up everybody there, or gradually just start getting them belts, break more records.
But who's up in that weight? I'm trying. Who's up at 120?
At 122 we have Ellie Scottney, uh, Nazarena Romero, and I don't want to mess up her first name, but Mercado.
So basically, no names. 126.
Yeah, no one that I know of, and I'm pretty sure if I do research, they probably have these belts for quite a while.
126. Move up to 126.
126.
Yeah.
Yeah, because after you go 126, she go to 130. I don't think she can do 130 with you know what I'm saying, with Bomb Ghana, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna say.
What
We'll
about your
find
girl?
out.
What about your girl?
What I'm
Clarissa.
talking about? Alicia.
No, I'm talking about Clarissa. You said that's your
No.
girl too.
She's too big.
She too big.
I'm just
Yeah.
asking.
Nah, look, you see, I tell like, no, wait, don't do it. You messing up the don't no. You messing up the boxing fantasy right now. Don't jump. Don't have her jump up there like that.
I didn't say
Clarissa-
jump. I just asked the question. I didn't say jump
look,
up there.
But listen,
We all
Clarissa,
talking about people we want to see potential fights, and I was just throwing a name out there.
nah. Because right now that's the vote. Look, 175.
She's at 175 right now. She at
175 right now. That's a big difference. They would never see each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
They would
People
never
threw
see
out
each other.
Floyd and Tyson. I was just throwing out a name, man. I feel
Nah,
like
these are current
I feel
people
like
though.
Badillo
See,
now, man.
you can't say Floyd and Tyson. That would do two different eras. These talking about current people right now.
I'm just saying. We do it all the time. They do it all the time. But
That's too big of a
all right, so now that I done got beat up, I ain't going out in the 7th round though. I want to ask you this then, Ricky, since you're throwing out Bumgarner. How you see that fight going?
I can't go against the grain. I'm gonna say it.
mean,
Look at Ty. Look at Ty. What? Ty, Alicia will be active and win the fight.
That's it?
That's all I'm gonna say. She gonna win.
I like them both. But at least you're gonna lose.
So it's too soon to say stuff like that because we need to see the gradual weight increase of her going up first.
That's what I'm saying. Go to 120. He skipped over 130, but once they get there, she's gonna, because by the time she get there, at least she's gonna be 5 years older.
I don't know. She signed with a new promotional company. She might not.
Well, it
got ways
depends.
of making people get younger nowadays. I'm just saying.
Well, I know for Fundora, her career is taking off. It's gonna get to a point that she just gonna scale to the top real fast, depending on what her move is. So I would like to see. I would do 126, 122, just to see how it would feel just to have a viewpoint what I would think how she would go to 130 and above.
I just
So
want to
she
see her get
get
some names on her belt.
I do too, but it's the thing is the division. The early, the lesser pound division don't really always hold a lot of names, and it's going to take her to get to 126 to start getting names.
I know.
But overall, she a beast, just like her brother. I'm not gonna lie. They
that's what
know
I was
how to
waiting
use
for.
that length. They know how to. They got good fighting in the inside, just for how linky and tall they is. They can fight in the inside, and that's very good. And they know how to control their distance as well at the same time. So,
And
two,
keep that
two,
pressure too.
two.
And keep that
Yeah,
pressure.
and they keep the pressure. Yeah, and it's not overly aggressive either. It gives them time to readjust. So I
Yep.
want to shout out to them champions right there, man. Especially Fundora, the sister, little sister. She doing her thing.
She the big little sister. That's what she is, because she
And they
definitely
got
was
another
putting
sister coming
hands
up
on
too.
her.
So the other sister
They got
coming.
another.
Yeah, they got. Yeah, she a little sister. Yeah,
That's crazy. Got a family of boxers.
What do you call a gathering of Fundoras?
bunch of knockouts.
Yo,
Bunch of KOs. Brutal fighters.
got you on that one. So Ricky, I see how you kind of fainted and ducked your way out of that question, but you just gave all of this praise, and I know we're gonna move on to the next fight. You gave all of this praise to Fundora about how the pressure is there, they got the length, and they know how to control their length, and they also know how to pace themselves throughout each round. You really think that Bumgarner gonna be able to go, say, 10 rounds with this young lady?
Yeah.
Nope.
All right, we're not
That
being
youth,
honest today. All right.
pressure.
Listen. All right, all right. Look, listen. We talking about. You think about Serrana, Baumgartner, Katie Taylor. We talking about well experienced fighters here now, so they gonna know what to do. These are fighters they know how to make themselves hard targets to hit. So I believe it definitely Baumgartner would definitely she would have that win. She would have the W. I don't see a TKO, or a KO. I see a unanimous decision.
That's the look. Let me move my arm, because the invisible arm that's Fundora. That's how far away she is, and this is the glove. And you talking about they just like that, Ricky? I'm just saying. I understand where you coming from, but I don't know, Ricky. It's gonna be a long day on Instagram after that one. I shouldn't have did that. I can't.
How old is she anyway? How old is
I feel like Tank.
Baumgartner?
She young. You said how old is Baumgartner?
Yeah.
Nah, she give me a
Go ahead.
second to search
Tell the
that
truth.
up.
Why you doing
I think
that?
she's close to her 30s. I think she's close to it. I think she's like 28, 29.
I think so. Go ahead, Ricky. Make that happen, Captain. But while that was happening, we still want to give a shout out to Fundora, because again, every time we give her flowers,
She's 30.
She reposts us on the gram. So shout out to you. And you said, how old is she?
She's 30.
So in 2 years, 32, 33. I don't know. It will be a good move. Yeah, she gonna lose though, Ricky. I'm with you. I like her style, but I don't know, man. I feel like you sitting here saying that, I see myself in the mirror when I thought Earl could stand up against her brother.
Yeah, you was tripping on that one.
And you tripping on this one. So welcome to the class.
Nah, no, I wasn't. Earl wasn't going to go toe to toe with Fundora.
And Bumgarner ain't even.
Okay.
I don't think so.
It's not happening.
You think so? That means so Serrano can do it?
Serrano, I think Serrano probably has a better chance because Serrano, she can handle
Toronto
pressure.
could take and she been headbutted before, so she could take some punches like that. So she'll be good. I'm just saying.
All right. Well, ladies, if you see this, if y'all can't make these fights happen in the next 5 years, please do so. Please.
But I will
do
say
so.
this though, Alicia, don't block me on Instagram though. Just because I said this, don't block me on Instagram. I support your training. That's all I'm saying though. I support the training, but I just don't think you're gonna win the fight. That's all. Because these people nowadays, man, they get sensitive. They block you on the gram. You can't see how they working out. The next thing you know, they pop up in a round table with Ryan Garcia, and they over there going back and forth with each other. But next fight, You really think Bumgarner? Man, that's insane. That's insane. Chris Eubanks versus Conor Benn. We had a compelling, hard-fought 12-round fight. Middleweight battle. You saw Eubanks Jr. emerge by unanimous decision. All three judges scoring at 116 to 112. Ricky, I know you seen that mosquito bite. Somebody looked like they got stung by a bee after the end of that fight. Tell me about it.
Man, way to bring back a rivalry. I'm not gonna lie. It was exciting to watch. This is definitely exciting to watch. I think Conor Benn, he started off good, but he definitely got tired when it started getting towards the middle later rounds. And I think Eubank was just too much. I think Eubank was prepared. I think he won in my opinion. One thing I want to say though, this fight was good. Eubank did very good, but also at times I think certain rounds was very too close, and I would like to see a rematch. I want to see a rematch between the two.
Yeah.
There's definitely gonna be a rematch. In that fight, in the beginning of the fight, you saw some defense, but then like from the 6th or 7th round on, it was just a slug fight. It was a slugfest.
Yeah,
You saw both of them get hurt by each other. To me, that was like more old school fighting. So I think more casuals are like that kind of fight. To me, I don't like that kind of fight. I like to see some kind of defense. I just want to see people sitting there killing themselves in a boxing match because to me, that's going to take some years off them up there because that fight is going to take some years off them, off that fight alone. Because they were sitting there doing a lot of damage to each other.
yeah, they was open
Conor Benn
damage.
being the smaller guy like that, I don't want to see nobody go no fight like that and have a slugfest against a guy that's naturally 20 pounds bigger than you.
But that makes sense because I'm with you also. You had Benn over there doing somersaults and all type of stuff in the ring. It was just like, all right, man, what's going on here? It's like, I guess your best offense is your best defense, but that's not how we wanted to see you on your back, flipping up and then getting back up. Like, we understand y'all energetic, but I'm with you, Ricky. It definitely started off energetic and then it slowed down because Eubank got real calculated within the fight. And then he says, you know what? I am the bigger one here. So I can make some things happen. And he kind of put the pressure on him a little bit. But with the rematch, who wins?
Hold on. Before we get to the rematch, a question: If you take the slugfest out, who you think was the better boxer?
Eubanks.
Yeah, I says hands top, and I think if Eubanks would have came in defensively like he was in the beginning, during the moments of slugging, he probably would have got a KO.
I think so
Because
too.
there were too many open
It'd have
shots.
been an easy win. It wouldn't have been. It'd have been easy to see that he won because you got still some people saying Ben won. To me, Ben didn't win. Ben lost probably about a round or two.
Yeah, see, it was some rounds that was too close, and then I can understand why Connor is trying to make the slugfest because he's a smaller opponent. But sometimes you got to make the risk calculated, especially you done got an egg put on your face. Man made an omelet on your face, and then came in the ring and made made a veggie omelet out of you in the ring. That is crazy. I know there got to be a rematch, and he got to redeem himself because I'm gonna feel some type of way now. Like you get to the weigh-in, you slap me with an egg, then we get in the ring, and you slap me upside the head with a fist. We got to get a rematch.
They do a rematch. I want to see it at a lower weight because, like I said, Conor Benn's a smaller guy.
You say they got to do it at lower weight?
Yeah.
But this the thing though. Remember, Eubank had issues making the weight.
Okay.
He did. He definitely did.
At one, and that was at 160, and he came in. He barely came in at 170. Maybe they should honestly, as I was thinking when the fight first started off, when the first 4 rounds, I was like, maybe they should not be fighting this, and maybe we are really forcing this type of fight because of the parental rivalry. Because you can see the weight difference.
Yeah, no, we all agree there. Yeah, no, they definitely was getting some money.
So I understand, but maybe this is too much for Ben because I can't see Ben winning the next fight.
Eubanks is too big for him.
He's too big. Not even just too big. you can see the skill level too, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I'm just mad Ricky said he cracked an egg on him and his name is Benn. So he basically said he made hibachi. He cracked the egg and turned it into Uncle Ben's rice in the ring. I don't Ricky, that's crazy.
Green eggs and ham. Sam I am.
Eubank said I'd be damned if I lose too, because that's how I look. But let me ask you this though. We asked about the rematch. So what's next for both of these boxers? Let me start with you, Ricky.
Realistically, despite how I feel, I can I know the rematch is coming. I will see the rematch, and again, Eubank will win. If they go even lower, again, Eubank will win because it'd be at that point it'd be weight bullying.
I think if they go lower, I don't think he'll win.
Man, I got the best rice, and I'm gonna win that fight. Hey Ben, if that's you, man, I hope so.
look, your rice must got Tijuana's best in it.
I think Ben will win. Ben will win if they go to 154. Ben will win because
if they go to 154,
Eubanks will be drained. He'd be weight drained because they're gonna have the same clause, a 10-pound clause on there. He can't go to past 164. So he's gonna be drained.
The drain, okay. The draining part.
The weigh in, he looked
the
sick.
draining. Okay, so the draining will make a difference, right? But I think it will make him more calculated. It will make him more not. We need to slug it out type of situation. You know what I'm saying? He might maintain that throughout the entire fight. Connor better hope it never changes anything for him, honestly. Because at that point, all I can think of still him putting weight on him, him leaning on him controlling the distance on him. And one thing that didn't change from my mind is even though Eubank is the bigger opponent, Conor Benn still was fatigued from like 4 and up. Like started fatiguing from like 4 and up. In my opinion, that's too early.
Yeah, it was too much.
That's too early.
Too much weight on himself. He had too much weight on him. And he used to carry that kind of weight.
Yeah. I think he should go back to 147. If the rematch don't happen, we know the rematch gonna happen because one, they forced this fight, so they definitely gonna force this rematch. I bet you we get this one before we get another one, but I'll let the internet talk about that.
Yeah, honestly, as I really think about it, realistically, for entertainment, this fight was definitely for entertainment purposes. Again, was no belt, no accolade that came with it. It just rivalry, but at the same time, looking at it from our point of view, it didn't fulfill me for the hype. I'm just looking at the different weight class. It wasn't cool. I honestly I don't care for the rematch no more at this point.
I didn't care for this fight, but it happened. So I mean, they do that a lot.
I really wanted to see it because again, the buildup is the family history. Nigel Benn, Eubank Senior, the history of them. I wanted to see, but now actually like realizing like the size difference is unfair.
Yeah.
It's unfair.
I also seen Craig hop on the top of a roof and they say you Uncle Willie's son. It's just some family things that you just got to leave alone, bro. Like that's just what it is, man. I'm sorry. Like,
but at least he brought the Eubanks and his father together, so
that's true too.
So
that was a good thing. Huh? He had the disguise on. He had the disguise that came in the ring.
Yeah.
You should have disguised us when they put this fight up. But we had some other news that happens in boxing. You know, sports, you get your agents, you get your managers. Some people represent themselves. Some people have their parents do it. There's just a lot of ways that you can go about it. But with boxing, you need a promoter. You don't need that person that's just going to be like, hey, man, my fighter is the best fighter in the world, and he can beat your fighter with no hands at all, because that's just how good my fighter is whenever you want to bring him in the ring. And we have a guy who's found his way in the media for fights, for asking for fights, for being sidelined. Ty calls him the GOAT. If you don't know who I'm talking about Shakur Stevenson. I'm not talking about that sugar comment that he made earlier, because some people, they got to get some insulin. But is this a Matchroom made in boxing heaven? We found out that Shakur left Matchroom. Well, basically, I think he had a 2-fight deal with Eddie
This is the
Hearn.
last fight. That's what he said. He said this is the last fight.
Yep. So he won't be returning. So the question is, should he re-sign with Matchroom? And you call him Sugar Stevenson. So Ty, should he sign back?
Should he sign back? Okay, think about it. Who else can he sign with? Be honest, because he's not going back to top rank. Signing with DeBella is crazy to me because DeBella was on Twitter talking about him a few years ago. Don't sign with Golden Boy. Don't do that.
No, of course not.
I agree with you there.
No.
You can't sign with PBC because you're never gonna get the tank fight.
He might. Oh.
No. Gary Russell never got it.
Lamont
Benavidez never
it.
got the Canelo fight. No, don't do it. So you can't do that. So where else can you go? You can't. You're gonna go to Warren, Frank Warren. Are you gonna go sign with the new what's it called, TKO? No, they don't pay enough money for you. So stay with Matchroom. Where else can you go? Or he could sign with MVP. There'd be money there. There's money there. They making money. That's about it.
What?
That's about it.
Ty, you was reading my mind, man. I saw I was gonna go. I said he want to be in social media. That's the perfect place for him.
I claim my screen. This damn boy talking about some damn. He said MVP.
Yeah.
No.
Why not?
What they gonna do? Pay him to fight some old dude? Okay, I see what you're doing, Ty. I get it. I get it.
Nah. Only people that fight old dudes is Jake Paul. He has, because Serrano, she had a real fight. All the other fighters he had real fights. Even H2O had a real fight.
So
your girl on MVP.
No,
Yeah.
that's a different different conversation. Different conversation. Different conversation.
See, look.
Different conversation.
This is the conversation. What you talking about?
All right, so look. First, let me go ahead before I get on that topic. Let me start with the original topic at hand. I think Shakur should resign. I'm agreeing with Ty, but only because one thing that he can't do is sell himself. Why he's not going in business for himself? I think he has enough to do so and know enough connections to do so. Why not?
You don't have a personality. It is what it is.
Oh, the personality.
You want him at goofy, be a clown, so you get attention and get money.
So I guess it's either that he don't have the personality to, I guess, to sell out outside of New Jersey, or at that point it won't be. He can't blame nobody for all his ducking that he does.
No, the thing is, he don't duck at all. The problem is that you got fighters that won't fight him because he's scared to get an L.
Who's scared to get an L?
Keyshawn.
He ain't fighting Keyshawn. They're best friends. Fighters like
you don't mention best friends. There you got inside school.
You said it already.
You want to talk about friends?
Who don't want the L?
I thought he was Tank friend.
Who out here trying to get contracts to fight amateur fighters?
Who was going to fight me?
We ain't talking about no amateur fights after he done fought Patty Padlocks. We not doing this.
Oh, did you see Patty Padlock knocked the last fight that he fought out? You didn't see that? You didn't see that?
Was it Shakur?
No, you didn't see that? You didn't see his last fight?
So Patty Padlock getting ready for his rematch?
No, Patty Padlock is actually a decent fighter.
No.
It's just that you have other fighters he's supposed to fight drop out of fights.
He's a decent fighter.
Sick, man.
Is 135 his weight class? Is 135 Padlock's weight class?
Yeah. He was ranked. He was ranked higher than Kid Austin.
Schofield?
Yeah.
He was. I remember
higher
saying
than
that. Yeah. I remember him saying that.
So I ain't know who Patty was until he got in the ring, and I ain't see no Padlocks being dialed in the ring. But anyway, Schofield,
Shakur, the greatest defender, second greatest of all time.
Look, if Shakur at the end of the day, he should go ahead resign and get that rematch for Schofield because that's the only fight we probably can only
Rematch.
get out of him right now. I mean,
Don't
get the
fight
fight, but
Schofield.
my bad, not rematch, but get the fight with Schofield.
Don't fight Schofield.
Why not?
He lost his chance.
He got sick. Daniel Dubois got sick, and now he's going at Usyk. We gotta talk about that one too.
Either. I don't believe. I knew that Daniel Dubois knew he was going to lose. If he lost, he had a chance to fight Usyk was done. That's why he said, "I don't feel good. I don't believe it." Nah, nope, nope, nope.
And then on top of that, how are they gonna? I ain't gonna lie, I'm disappointed in that one. How you gonna skip over Parker?
I know.
And put Dubois
The disrespect
in the fight Usyk after the Parker performance.
The disrespect.
We got to do something. That's enough. I ain't gonna lie. That's enough disrespect to protest about something. Goodness gracious, but man, the road to victory for him and the comeback for his career and beating and whooping Bacola. Yeah, come on now. Somebody gotta say something for that man.
Zane, Wilder, like bruh.
Oh my, Zane. Hey, look. Parker is dangerous. Maybe Dubois didn't want to fight him because of that, because he definitely beat the Twin Towers of the heavyweights right now that are heavy hitters. He beat all the heavy hitters.
I know.
All the knockout artists. Even though I'm not gonna lie, even though I did want to see Dubois get his rematch because I do believe that he won that first fight against Usyk. But
I agree.
Parker road to victory was definitely more exciting, and he definitely deserved it. It's not his fault that you got sick.
Yeah, sick. Yeah, sick.
I just want y'all to know that this is why Shakur needs a promoter. We were supposed to be talking about him signing with Match when we ended up talking about Parker and his whole career. Like this is.
Now I had to get that off my chest, man. I read that like 2 weeks ago. I was like, what is going on? I was like, why common sense is not so common.
That's fact.
Common sense is not so common. That Parker, we've been talking about Parker, we've been watching Parker. He been on them cards and he been slugging them out.
Yeah.
We talking about straight killers in the ring. He got the names and everything. Get that man a chance.
Who's Parker with?
Probably somebody in where he from. I can't recall.
Where he from or who's he with?
Nah,
who he with?
Who's the promoter? Yeah. Who's his promotion team?
I don't know.
I have no clue.
But look, and another thing too. Go back to Shakur. Shakur got personality. He known for Twitter. They call him Twitter son. He got Twitter thumbs. That's something. Another thing is he got this little, the scary villain cloak on him. You know what I'm saying? He can promote himself.
Queensberry Promotions. That's Parker.
I don't think so, because I think he had to change his personality. I don't think he should change his personality, because
he's not
most
a villain
people nowadays, like a lot of casuals don't like the kind of fighting. They want to see slugfest. They want to see knockouts. He's not a slugfest type of guy or a knockout type of guy. He's going to sit there and do whatever he needs to do to win.
I think the perfect person he should get with, and Ty, you said it while Ricky was talking. I don't think it didn't go unheard. He's the second best defensive fighter that's in the ring, right? Second best, right? I think you need to make the call. You need to make that transformation from pretty boy to money Mayweather. You need to make that transition, because if you ask me, Shakur has everything that you're asking for from your boxer. Like he has that how can I say it? That Chris Brown-esque appeal where you can just drop him in any environment and he's going to be the star. Like you can drop Shakur to a casual fan and they're like, oh, y'all talking about the boy with the dimples? Yeah, I'll watch him fight. Like somebody grandmama would say that. But then if you're talking to a real boxing prowess like us, more so Ty, because Ty be breaking stuff down. Like I'm still trying to figure out how you be getting them rounds when you be calling your knockouts. But nonetheless, you talk about that, they're gonna be like, yeah, no, Shakur can actually box. Like you all say he's a sleep mattress. He got soft fists. He don't fight nobody. But if you watch how he go in the ring, he can hold it down. I think he needs to talk to Floyd so he can start selling more of himself to the media. And once he do that, then people are gonna start drawing in. Because I told you, you keep fighting on ESPN2, and the Pacers just put the Bucks out. I'm telling you, people gonna watch that playoff game before they watch him fight. When you technically need to watch him fight, and him being the tow truck or the car that's being hitched to the Tank bandwagon, it's like, bro, every time we see you, we can't see you talking about Tank. Like, at least when we see Keyshawn and he bringing up Tank, it's after he knocks somebody out in an entertaining fashion or just after a fight. You know, every time we see Shakur, he in street clothes talking about where Tank at. Like, we don't want to keep seeing that. So
Yeah, Shakur, I do agree. Shakur need to go in business with himself and put his back against the wall and get out there. But if he don't choose to do that, the best decision is to resign.
or if he don't want to go with himself, I'm with you on the match room. I'm not mad at the MVP signing because at least you know Jake Paul gonna do enough to get you out there, and then after that, it's on you.
I
If you
don't
want to
think
go,
he's gonna get in the fights that he wanted to have.
I think he will. I think because they know
Serrano
they're
getting a
gonna
rematch.
get a lot of eyes. If you want to fight on MVP, you know you're getting a lot of eyes because you're getting a lot of casuals watching them.
Okay, outside of Tank, who do you want him to fight?
Outside the Tank, I want to see him fight. Let me see.
He's not gonna go up and wait. Yeah, I would love to see that.
I want to see him fight.
Frank Martin.
I would love to see that. I would love to. I just need to see him fight somebody. I know he's gonna beat Frank, but that's another one.
No,
I know you're not gonna beat Lamont though. Go ahead.
I want to see him fight Roach. I want to see him fight Navarrete. I want to see him fight Teofimo. I want to see him fight Devin Haney.
No, you did not say that. That is not.
That's why I ain't say it.
That is not going. You is up. That is not going down
at
at
135.
135.
You didn't say who was going to fight. I said who I want to see him fight.
No, man. I'm
right,
realistically, Ty.
Oh,
at 135, Ty.
Navarrete, Roach.
The list is very, very, very thin.
Yeah, because who really at 135 besides Tank and Keyshawn?
Who else do you really, really want to see him fight besides Tank?
Loma.
But then the thing is, for some reason, he does not get the fights, bro. He does not get the fights.
But see, this is where MVP will come into play. Because granted, I mean, we already know that Serrano and Katie already had a history. But now with MVP there, this fight going back on Netflix. So this is another chance where you get the casual person that's at home on a Saturday night saying, oh, what's this? It's a live event. Click. Now imagine if Shakur was to go on there and he was, I know you don't want to say it, fighting Frank Martin. Okay, he go in there and beat up Frank Martin. You know what some people gonna say? Didn't Tank beat Frank Martin? And you watching it on Netflix, they're like, oh, well, if he made light work of Frank, then he might need to fight Tank. Then you start thinking about Tank, you think about Lamont. This is how you get back in the casual flow of things. The way he's going about it is not helping him.
Yeah, I agree. He need to start trying to reach the casuals, but it's gonna be hard for him though because the way he fights.
I'm not gonna lie to you. The way
he's gonna come into play because Jake gonna sell it.
The way he's going, the way he has been going with the career, he might have missed that boat. Not gonna lie to you.
He's still young. He's still young. No, he's still young.
He's young, but to a degree, his hands ain't.
But think about it. Floyd had bad hands too.
Yeah, Floyd definitely had some bad hands, but I'm not gonna lie. Let
talk to Floyd. Ask him what steroids were you taking? And you get caught with. I need to stop taking that too. No, I'm joking around. Ask him what he did to get his hands healthy so he can at least.
You know what's crazy? I used to watch Floyd fight, and he'd break his hand, but you never knew until he said it.
Yeah.
With Shakur, you know instantly.
Because you're gonna see that big gap and them dimples come out. I'm like, my hand.
Like the last junk, he went over top of Patty's forehead, and I'm like, ah.
I'm glad you caught yourself because
you're not the only one though. Because when Tevin Farmer hurt his hand, you could tell.
Mm-hmm. And now I'm gonna say this too. When Tank hurt his hand in that fight, who was he fighting? I forgot.
Someone
was it Pitbull?
Yeah, Pitbull.
Yeah, you could tell he hurt his hand. He wasn't as aggressive as he normally would be. You could tell there was something wrong with him.
But again, outside Tank from the fight for me. No, Lomachenko, Navarrete, and they gotta get rid of that brotherly hood stuff. But I need that Keyshawn. Either that or Keyshawn need to go up because Keyshawn definitely can go up at
If they
140.
gonna fight, they need 200 million.
Keyshawn go up at 140. Keyshawn go up at 140. That's Devin in them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now Devin 147 now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You on them at 147, right?
Yeah.
T.O. Hitchens,
I wish he was
Russell,
at 140. I would love to see that.
and Pollo. Well, Pollo about to get knocked over as soon as Gary gets home, but
If they let him fight.
that's it. But see, the thing is, when Keyshawn go up, it's more to be gotten at 140
Yeah.
than for him at 135. When you can't have two friends there,
Too many
it's
bills
like
stuck
having
in
two twin brothers
135.
there. You can't have two twin brothers in the same weight class.
You got too many bills stuck in 135 because you know Tank ain't gonna fight him. You know, we don't know what Loma doing. Nobody knows.
See, those
you
are
know
two.
that Shakur not gonna fight him. So yeah.
And you don't want to be one on ones that you had a chance to go up and someone done caught you slipping and you catch an L down there by somebody we don't know.
So yeah, and for me, it would be it's the same fighters as you name. I'm also want to see the Lamont fight. I mean, because we like we said, we all agree.
Oh yeah, I like to see
Lamont.
Lamont.
I know Lamont will fight both of them.
If he fight Lamont,
both
that's somewhat of a telling of a fight that he would have had with Tank. It's somewhat telling that you can really see his skill level because I know for a fact Lamont's gonna push him to the point.
Yeah, he's gonna bring out the best of them.
That made me think of something. Yeah, you need to sign MVP. Sign MVP, get that Roach fight.
That can happen instantly.
Get the who?
MVP. Get the Roach fight.
MVP.
That would be a top. They would be matter of fact they.
And it'll be on Netflix. I'm telling you, he gonna get the bag, bro.
But that's definitely gonna sell like crazy though. That's gonna sell like crazy. Then that's gonna create. Shoot, that might create a trilogy. That's
Even
gonna sell
though
like
you know
crazy.
what you do? Fight Roach on the same card where Tank fights Jake Paul.
Bruh. And then this is how you really sell it because everybody doing round tables. Y'all two sit there. I understand what you're saying, Ty. I'm gonna address that in a second. But y'all sit at the round table and both y'all be like, well, Lamont gonna say, well, I beat him. And Shakur gonna be like, well, he won't fight me, but he gonna fight him. So it's all there. It's all there.
Ty,
shout out to Mo.
Why would you do that, Ty?
Do what?
You gonna say Tank?
It's a rumor.
Fight Jake Paul.
It's a rumor. Eddie Hearn said it. I didn't say it first. Eddie Hearn said it first.
And when
Eddie's just trying to stop. Eddie's trying to start something. That's not going down. I can't see that going down.
What if it does? If it does happen, I need Roach and Shakur on that same card.
I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of unforgiving. I ain't gonna lie. Because why would you fight Jake and not fight Shakur? I'm be pissed. Pissed. That no.
I mean, one of them actually got good hands.
And one of them actually don't be on their knees.
Oh, Jake do. That's why he told Mike, don't hit me. Mike had to bite him. Mike was out here biting his.
Mike was biting his thumb.
But I'm just saying. Look, I'm with you though, Ty. Outside of that nonsense you said about the fight card that it should be on, but that's where the money at. Or you can go with Turkey.
That's because that's TKO. That's $750,000 for a championship fight. Nah, don't do it. Don't do that.
Crawford over there.
He gotta look. He need to get in his bag and push himself. I think Crawford signed to himself.
Yeah.
Well, you need to sign
TKO. And then look, Crawford got a blueprint. He's able to maneuver and get things done. So Shakur can do the same thing.
But the problem is Shakur is like, okay, yeah, Crawford had a time where a lot of casuals didn't like him, but a lot of casuals can't stand Shakur.
And
that's what sell tickets though.
But also
but I don't think he's a good villain though.
He's not. And that's what I was gonna say, Ricky. That's what helped with Crawford and Spence. Because at some point, even the casual fan seen them two talk about the fight potentially happening. Like they were like, we will fight each other. Granted, it took forever, but there was several occasions where you seen them two talking trash to each other. Like, ooh, if this happens, you've never seen Shakur and Tank in the same spot, face to face, saying like, "Nah, you know I beat you," like jokingly, but knowing that the fight's gonna happen. You always seen one say, "I want to fight him," and the other be like, "Why you keep bringing up Shakur?" Like,
we need to go back. We need to go back to like when Floyd was, ESPN, and he became, when he became the villain character, everybody wanted to see him lose. Shakur just need to do that. Make everybody see me. You have to see me. Now I'm gonna call you out on ESPN. It's gonna show 4 or 5 times throughout the day, and make it go viral.
To do that, he gonna have to beat some names.
Yeah,
He got. I mean, well, I don't know about 135, but he can.
See, you gotta beat
his
some names.
best
That's what Mayweather beat some names. That's how he got really hated, because people were like, okay, he beat this guy. Okay, he gonna finally lose. He gonna lose. Oh nah. Okay, he gonna lose it. He gonna lose this fight. Oh no, he gonna lose this fight. That's what happened.
Yeah, and Shakur best bet, and it probably is it's a reach. He gotta pull a Ryan. So next time you see Lamont somewhere, let's say he do another interview with Andre Ward, and you see him on there, you gotta call him up and be like, "Hey, bro, let's make this happen," and you get the people behind it.
It's kind of too late right now, because ain't they be doing the rematch?
Yeah, July, I think. But I don't think it's signed yet, because he changed the dates. I don't know.
See,
that's not confirmed.
See, so why
I know
not?
it's not confirmed. That's what I'm saying. So he can slip in, stand with MVP, say, "Yo, I got Jake Paul with me. We got that bag. Come and get this bag right here."
Yeah, that's the only way that's happening, because I gotta say, I know PBC is gonna pay that bag this time for that rematch.
But they not going. The time is of the essence. The longer you wait, the only people that's gonna be interested in the fight is gonna go back to the crowd from the beginning, where it's just like, all right, bro, you took the knee, but it's like November. Nobody really care. You got to do it now, and the longer Tank waits, Shakur need to be making that call.
Yeah,
because I know Lamar gonna be like, yeah, I want to fight him, but I'm not about to keep calling him out and he not showing up. Like, we ain't heard from Tank since then.
That's true. And Tank better get on him, because I ain't gonna lie. The reason why we got to this point with Lamont got in the ring is because everybody was already matching up fights. Why he couldn't get a fight at that time. He had the result to Lamont.
Yeah,
so now Lamont's on. So I can't see Lamont waiting for the bag to go. You know what I'm saying? To get that rematch if that was to be was to happen for Shakur to come up with MVP and he dropped that money on him. That would be smart though, coming from Shakur. And it also backs Tank into a corner. Now you got to see me.
Yeah.
He just need one of those fights to be like, look, now you got to see me. If you don't see me, we know you ducking.
Or
you just need one of them fights.
Or you tell him like this: go do what you said you was gonna do. You said you was done with boxing, right? Go do it. We gone. We about to start our own trilogy over here now. And if that fight sell, we don't want to hear you calling, telling some, nah, he gotta fight me. You know the whole niece. Nah, you took too long. Go retire. That's what you said you wanted to do.
Yeah, time is the essence. He can't wait too long. Can't wait till the bank account show you that you need to get back in the ring. You gotta get here now.
And then when Lamont put pause on Shakur, they can run it back. And Shakur could act like he gonna put pause on Lamont. Lamont gonna beat him again. And then tell him. You could go fight Tank then, because now you got 2 L's. Y'all both ain't nothing now. You got a draw and 2 L's. Y'all playing Uno. Make it happen.
Hey, Ty, how upset would you be if Roach beat Shakur?
If Lamont knocked Shakur out in the 5th round, Ty might delete his social medias.
How mad would you be, Ty? As a matter of fact, if that happens, can we throw out the Tank fight?
No.
If that happened, I'm not talking about Tank fight ever.
I don't care who the coach. I don't care who you poach. Shakur and 10. Okay.
Now he giving 4 bars.
Hold on. Let me see something. Shakur, Theodore, catch him at the corner store. Lamont knocking him out in 4.
No, I got one. Look, knick-knack, paddywhack. 3:45. My bacon smells like. Nah, let me clip.
Hey, well, look, man. I know Ty gonna clip this one up, man. when you do it, I'm gonna send it over, man. We're gonna have to make this happen. We're gonna have to start our own promotion in the Red Corner Promotions. We're gonna have to get this fight started.
Yeah, we're gonna
Nobody
need to
else
start
can do it.
influencing some fights to happen.
Yeah, like Karen versus Boots, round 3.
We can't entertain that no more. Boots unified.
Yeah.
He unified, baby.
Well, we're gonna see what happens after this weekend and see if somebody else can make some changes to some of these predictions or
Man, this is gonna be crazy this weekend. Oh my goodness.
Y'all
All
buying?
right, so we ready for the upcoming?
them. That's crazy. That's a crazy part. It's 2 of them. I wish they was all one fight or one event. I mean,
We ready for the upcoming fights?
Yeah.
Okay.
it's you.
So I know I didn't dive into this card, but that was done on purpose. But upcoming fight, we have May 2nd, New York City on the zone. Ryan Garcia versus Rolly. 12 rounds for junior welterweights. No title. Just a 12 rounds junior welterweights. Who do you got?
I'm going Ryan Garcia, man.
I'm going Ryan. I'm going Ryan, and let me see. I'll give him 8.
Yeah, I'm going Ryan, and I got 4.
4?
And on top of that, 4, and it's definitely going to be the left, and it's going to be on his chin.
Surprisingly, it's going to be the right.
You think it's going to be the right?
Because he's going to expect the left. That's how you're going to catch him.
But the thing about the left is you ain't going to see how it comes.
Nah, trust me. He going to knock him out the right.
Okay, Ty. Okay.
8th round, Ty? Ricky
Yep.
said 4?
I got 4.
I'm going to meet y'all in the middle. I'm going to go 6.
Okay. So we got May 3rd in Saudi Arabia on the zone. We have Canelo versus William Skull. Who do y'all got winning? In unison? Canelo. Matter of fact, yeah. Knock him out, Canelo.
Tijuana.
May 4th, Las Vegas, ESPN Plus. We got Inoue versus Cardenas in unison. Inoue.
We were more in unison with Inoue than Canelo.
And May 10th, we got San Diego, ESPN Plus. We got a title fight. Emmanuel Navarrete versus Charlie Suarez in unison. Navarrete.
Oh, Suarez too old.
Yeah. So that is it right now for May upcoming fights, top fights in May. Definitely again, stay tuned, especially for the episode in the Red Corner after this May 2nd fight.
When Devin fight? Ain't Devin on the same card?
Devin on the same card.
He didn't say nothing about this fight. He's disrespecting Devin.
So the reason why I didn't bring it up because
T.O.
This is why I didn't bring it up. Yeah. Listen. This is why I didn't bring it up. How is Ryan mainstreaming a goddamn a card? How is the top liner on a main event on this card?
He's the bigger name. He's the bigger name.
Regardless, man. Bigger name, regardless, man.
He's the bigger draw. You're trying to draw a crowd, you're trying to draw money. He's the bigger draw.
Even if he's still the bigger draw, the crowd still will come, even if he's not headliner.
No, I'm trying to tell you, you want to sell the fight. A lot of people, a lot of casuals don't know who T.O. is.
Everybody know who Devin is
because Ryan put his paws on him.
That's it.
Yeah, sell the fight, Ryan. That's just, to me, it's common sense. Even though it's not for a belt. So
no,
it's just the name. He's the bigger name.
That's crazy. The PEDs, and then I come back and I headline a fight, my first fight back.
He's the bigger name. He's not the better fighter, but he's the bigger name.
Yeah.
That just shows, man. It just shows that money do talk in this boxing world right now.
100%.
Well, I got T.O. and Devin winning.
The Devin fight, I don't know.
Devin better win.
I'm a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know.
I'm a little nervous about T.O. fight.
T.O.? No. I'm not nervous at all. As long as T.O. don't get sick.
T.O. not gonna get sick. He might get hit a few times, but he ain't gonna get sick.
As long as he don't get
He
sick.
better not lose. As much as he talk, I tell you, he can't afford to lose at all.
True.
T.O. cannot afford to lose
True.
at all. Nowhere in his career.
T.O. one of them people that's gonna lose and keep talking. Like, look at Rolly.
Yeah.
You know what I noticed though?
Did you hear
I
what
don't
Ryan
know
said?
who Rolly who Rolly with? Who's promotional team?
Rolly himself,
Yeah.
I guess.
Rolly,
Man, because did you guys notice Rolly get these fights?
I know.
That he's getting these fights. I don't know what that's what Shakur need to do. Whatever Rolly got going on.
But that's probably why he's trying to sign with DeBella, because DeBella be getting his fighters for fights. Because I think isn't Barboza signed with him? Oh no. Oh, Cambosos. I think Cambosos signed with him.
Yeah, don't get me lying. I'm not sure.
I think he signed with DeBella. He be getting the fights, so
Might need to get with them because Rolly definitely still to this day getting fights with these top fighters.
I know he shouldn't be.
It's Google, right?
That's
Google
crazy,
says
right?
Google says,
Then he's not gatekeeping anything.
Google says Cambosos is with Matchroom and DeBella, so it's a mix.
Yeah, see?
As a joint venture. Okay.
Yeah. What makes sense? But you heard what Ryan said to Rolly, right? He's like,
yeah.
Yeah, he definitely said that. But they was talking about when they both lost the Tank. And then Ryan said, well, you let an old dude beat you up. He beat you up so bad you couldn't even say Resurrection Day. He said you were like happy resolution.
Happy Easter.
Hey, whoever thought about putting all of them in the same room was genius. It was hilarious.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, man.
You put a whole fight card in the same room. That's crazy.
Happy
I want to see T.O. and Rolly go at it now at this point. Whew. Oh, man. Before we get there, man, we got to answer one question before we get out of here, man. Terry,
I was waiting for that too. Okay.
Oh. Who is the GOAT, the people champ, and the self-proclaimed champ?
That's easy for me.
Go ahead, Ty.
The GOAT, Sugar Ray Robinson, People's Champ, Mike Tyson, proclaimed champ is going to be Floyd Mayweather.
The GOAT. I need some time. Damn, that was a good question. Cause I it's hard for me to put a GOAT when I'm more of a person. Time, like
I just pick one and say
the GOAT. I'm just going because there's no error there. I'm just going on top of the head. Don't hold me for it. This is all per feelings. I'm gonna go with Ali. People champ.
Ali.
I want you to know my people champ will be Ali. I forgot about Ali.
Yeah.
People champ Ali. Yeah.
I'm gonna say Sugar Ray and proclaim champ. Gotta call Floyd.
Self-proclaimed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we all agree on the self-proclaimed one. People's champ. It's definitely Ali because his name still ring bells to this day.
Yep.
Right. If you want to say Hood's people's champ, they gonna say Tyson.
That
but I don't know the Lamont thing. Lamont can't.
Ty smile went away fast. So know what?
Because even when Tyson got beat by Buster Douglas, the streets was like, man, we didn't expect that. Tyson gotta get back. Like when Tank lost to Lamont, the streets was like, bro, you did that. Like you did that. You took that knee, bro. Like nobody ever did that with Tyson.
That's a good question, man. We might gotta come back with a segment on that one.
Yeah, the GOAT. I can't give two people the award, so I'm gonna give it to Sugar Ray because I don't want to say the GOAT and the people's champ was Ali. He was like the ultimate.
Nah, for real.
But yeah. Or you can say the people's champ was George Foreman. He gave us a grill and good boxing.
The grill.
Yeah.
Same. People learn how to cook with the Foreman. I'm going with Foreman.
What? Boy, I
Yeah.
used to make them paninis on that thing, boy.
Look at the burn. It burned the fat. I get his guarantees was way better than Charles Barkley's. But fellas, how you feel like this show? How you feel like the show went today, man? Before we get out of here,
Man, I think the show went very well. Boxing need to bring out more fights. I know that much right now. We need to be on a boxing spree. We almost at the half of the year.
I think the show went great, but I gotta say one thing before we go. It's not boxing or anything, but I gotta say one thing before we go.
Oh Lord!
Tonight is the last time we probably ever see this the one of the greatest basketballs of all time play again. So I just want to shout out to LeBron James. I'm saying LeBron James. Out in 5.
he said out in 5, man. Ricky, you want to give your brother a shout out right quick? You know?
Oh yeah.
Oh man, how could I forget? Shout out to Maurice Mopane, being regional champ and Golden Gloves. Definitely, very proud of him. Going to nationals, going to Oklahoma. So stay tuned. Yeah, boy, you can't come home unless you got the belt. I said it right here. You can't come home unless you finish. If you don't finish a job down there, you better live down there. Get your house.
Well, I mean, where's Bud from? That's Arkansas, right?
Yeah.
No.
Iowa?
Oh, Iowa, yeah.
Okay, I was about to say, I don't know, man.
Omaha.
Omaha.
I was saying, I
Mm-hmm.
don't know, man. He stay down there. He might come back. Next thing you know, you look up. He undisputed. And you like, remember you told me not to come back? So don't act like you still don't know me, bro.
Now, that's going to be the best worldly advice.
And that might have been, I don't know, you become undisputed because you stayed down there. You might need to take bro with you. But I feel like we had some fun on this episode like we always do. I think we found out our calling as far as being promoters on here because we definitely going to push some of these fights. Ones that we know not going to happen, we going to talk about it on here, but we're not going to push forward until it actually happens. But the ones that we think can actually happen, we're going to try to make it happen. And I want to say shout out to Puncher's Point. I did the episode, so the In the Red Corner trio is complete. He got his Infinity Stones by doing the episode with each one of us. And I think it's out now on all streaming platforms. It's also out on YouTube, Spotify. So shout out to Puncher's Point. And for everyone that's tuned in now, we told you before, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this with a friend and tell a friend. And also click the link below and become a member because In the Red Corner is a part of a network, which is Refuse to Lose. I know you see the logo over there in the corner. So make sure you click that, subscribe to the other shows we have on the network. We got a lot of content coming for you as far as sports, and we got a lot of content coming for you as far as boxing. And with that being said, we catch y'all the next time. And he ain't got it up here. I don't know why he ain't put it up here. Oh, it's right there. All right. And we out.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.